were you when you learned, and I've learned this last week, so it's okay if you don't know it yet, but how old were you when you learned that, like, the second boob area here, you know how, like, some fat people have this going on? This kind of like the boob and the second boob area? That is from sucking in your stomach. Likely all through your childhood and teens. That is from walking around, sucking it in all the time. That's how that happens. That's why that's there on your body. Fuck.
This cannot be right.
Anyone else find it physically uncomfortable to fully relax their stomach muscles? The weight just hanging does not feel good. It's because the muscles are literally scarred into place. It's real and the pain makes sense.
I suck it in but flex the stomach muscles to prevent that.
Obesity fact. China and the US have the highest numbers of obese adults.
That's because fat phobia actually isn't about patriarchy or women. It's about hierarchy. The reason that people, and specifically men, are so threatened by plus size women like literally existing or doing anything or asking for anything, like, for example, not to be treated like absolute shit, is because they cannot handle the disruption of the black and white, good and evil, like, moral world that they believe that they live in. Because if one thing is destabilized, everything could be destabilized. And yeah, they probably do genuinely believe that, like, bad health shouldn't be promoted, whatever. They think that's what they really believe. They think their issue is that they can't stand to see ill health being promoted. But of course, ill health is promoted all the time by literally models who are probably not eating or doing drastic things or having plastic surgery to look skinnier. And they don't have an issue with that. It's the hierarchy. It's the black and white, good and evil of fat people are bad and should be bullied, and we get off on the power trip of bullying them, and they do not want that taken away.
Plastic surgery to look skinnier? Liposuction? What is this comparison?
Explain how men are threatened exactly. Men look through people they don't find attractive, zero extra thought.
They are threatened by us asking for decent treatment and having self-confidence.
Obesity fact. Women are more likely than men to be obese, both in the US and worldwide.
Y'all remember when people got upset that I put 3 scrambled eggs instead of 2 into my breakfast hash that I ate? And people went wild about it? Thin privilege, fat phobia, you're welcome.
But it's obvious that the girl eats this once and just for the camera, while on the other hand.
Okay, but why are you bringing her down while talking about hate?
I'm still thinking about the meltdown everyone had when you fried your lettuce. I regret watching some of her videos, but she literally takes a bite then cuts the video. I never saw her swallow once. What a waste.
Maybe just maybe it's not about egg but results in long term.
People get upset when an alcoholic has 1 glass of wine.
Scientists say getting ample sleep should be a frontline defense in tackling obesity.
So I'm eating my lunch and I just started thinking, if you looked at me and I was eating a salad, you would think like, oh, she wants to lose weight. She wants to be skinny. Hot girl summer. If a skinny girl stood here eating a salad, you would think, oh, she's healthy. She probably works out a lot. Yeah, wow. Now, if I stood here eating a cheeseburger, you would immediately think, oh, she does not care about what she looks like. She should care. She definitely should care. Wow, that's so unhealthy. If a skinny girl stood here eating a cheeseburger, you would think, oh, that's so quirky. Aw, cute. I just turned into my Rose. Anyways.
But aren't some of these things easy to guess based on appearance? Some, fairly accurately.
So the lesson is, eat whatever you want, people are always gonna complain anyways.
Literally nobody can win.
Don't talk in here. Perform in here. When you perform in here, when you go up there, you don't need to talk, do you?
The more muscle you have, the easier it is to maintain and improve upon your fitness level.
3 pretty big slices of pizza. Pepperoni. I'm not really a pepperoni girl, but oh well. It's to the point where I kind of have to like force myself to eat right now.
Then why do it?
Scientists have long known that obesity can actually curb one's ability to taste, meaning that it's actually thinner people who may have the ability to enjoy food more intensely.
Today, we're going to dive into how to respond to those questionable comments from family members and loved ones during the holiday season. If anyone says this, do you really think a person your size should be eating that? Then you should say something like, I appreciate your concern, but commenting on someone else's food choices isn't helpful. Let's focus on enjoying the meal together without judgment. If anyone says this, are you sure you want to wear that? It's not very flattering for someone your size. Then you should say something like, I choose my clothing based on what makes me feel comfortable and confident. Commenting on someone else's appearance or suggesting they should hide their figure perpetuates harmful beauty standards. Let's embrace individuality and respect each other's choices when it comes to personal style and expression. If anyone says this, looks like you gained weight since I last saw you. What happened? Then you should say something like, it's important to remember that bodies change and weight fluctuations are natural. Instead of focusing on appearances, let's celebrate the time we have together and enjoy the holidays. Happy holidays from Big Fig Mattress and I. Let's celebrate togetherness and fat joy this holiday season.
So other opinions don't matter. Obesity fact. The US has the highest level of childhood obesity globally.
Second by second, you lose the opportunity to become the person you want to be. Or you can stop making excuses and take charge of your fucking life.
5 examples of where I was thin but not healthy to prove that thin does not equal healthy, and you can't judge one's health by the size of their body. At this point in my life, I was eating the recommended daily allowance for a toddler. We've talked about this before. That's not healthy. Yes, according to the internet, if you have ab definition, you are the epitome of health. Wrong. For a lot of women, the way to get that ab definition is by eating so little that you lose your period. Again, that's not healthy. Also, according to the internet, all thin people look super happy. Wrong. It was shortly after this photo was taken that actually went back onto antidepressants. Mental health is health. Then, of course, she had to go through her strong, not skinny phase, which actually just meant using exercise as a purging tool. Not a healthy trait. Then, of course, there are all the bikini photos I took on all of the holidays where I didn't eat any of the local foods because I was that scared of food and my eating disorder was that rife. Such a waste. The point, just because somebody is thin, they're not automatically healthy, and vice versa. Just because somebody is in a larger body doesn't automatically make them unhealthy. You can't judge one's health by the size of their body. But thanks to thin privilege, we always think that thin equals healthy. And it doesn't.
Thin does not equal healthy, but obese equals unhealthy for sure. Also, abs on women is not healthy.
I don't think people are saying thin equals healthy. They're saying fat equals unhealthy.
3,500 calories equals 1 pound. Did you know that there are only 3,500 calories in a pound?
Weird about shrimp. Like, I really am. The texture, not the greatest, but I like the taste, so I eat it in small quantities. It's actually really good. Nice and cold.
Shrimp gate. Eating healthy fat can prevent weight gain.
I think you're too scared to lose weight. In less than 60 seconds, I'm going to try and help you view these struggles in a completely new way. And it's not even that you should lose weight. By the way, I'm Bobby. I believe in you a silly amount, so go follow me on Instagram so we may as well talk about it. So on the one hand, consciously, you know what you want for yourself, yeah? Peace, fulfillment, confidence. That's what you try and choose for yourself. But that choice is a bit more difficult when the version of yourself that you are trying to get away from is the version of yourself who has saved you up until this point. The version of yourself who has always been there when nobody else was. That's what sabotage is. It's not laziness or a lack of willpower. It's the fear of not knowing how we are going to survive without that little friend within us who was just trying to help this whole time.
Positive message. But why should it be so complicated? Why do we need to philosophize around weight loss?
I'm trying to lose weight, but the other self says eat the damn cake. For all I know, you may die tomorrow. What is this now? Reverse psychology with us? Is it working?
Muscle weighs more than fat. So the more muscle you build, the easier it would become for you to burn calories and maintain your weight.
I ordered a thing of fries, and I only ordered one, but for some reason they gave me two. I will not be eating this.
She actually ordered 3, but they forgot 1.
Obesity fact. Individuals who are obese miss 56% more work than people with a healthy weight.